Invasive species influence a wide range of things. Many introduced species have a huge impact on agriculture, but other species influence natural ecosystems, for instance, by influencing the amount of biomass, the amount of fuel in the ecosystems, how the water processing happens, influencing fire dynamics. So they adding a species to an ecosystem often has profound influences on the ecosystem that scale up. Many invasive species affect human allergies, for instance, promoting hay fever and other allergies. But others have more subtle effects, which are nonetheless very profound, and they influence ecosystems and make them less productive, and influence their ability to produce and deliver ecosystem services, such as harvestable products, such as water from watersheds, and so on. I think in the 1950s, when Charles Elton's book was published, invasive species were still a curiosity. They were happening, people knew about them, but there was not much realization that what we were seeing then was a beginning of a real global scale assault on the world's biodiversity. And over the last 50 years, many of these invasive species have become much more obvious. Invasive species are everywhere around us, in our cities, at the edge of our cities, in our national parks, everywhere. So their influence has become much more dramatic and obvious. And invasive species interact with many other types of threats to the biodiversity, such as pollution, global change, and they often form complicated interactions that exacerbate, that make worse the whole biodiversity crisis. The most obvious one and the cheapest one is to prevent the introduction of more high-risk alien species. So to have screening processes whereby high-risk introduced species are prohibited entry, and also to look for and explore alternatives for alien species and high-risk alien species for use in things like forestry, horticulture, and to look for species that have many of the same advantages, but to not become invasive and are much easier to manage.